Yeah, alright, so Chelsea take a tumble in the 70th minute and win a penalty. So, yeah, we're set with having one Also, we've got those PEDs at the back here for honours. Oh, what do you mean they got caught? That's official. I mean, pass off to someone else, so we've got like a fair bit of this deer in this stuff. It's not good, it's potent. Richmond, yeah, so Carlton, I will try both of them. For certain here. So the football world was rocked this week by an enormous match fixing scandal that was unveiled by Europol, which has included some 380 suspicious matches that have been syndicated by a Singapore-based betting group, which have rumored to have made over $11 million worth of profits. The two Champions League games were among the matches involved, one of which was in England. World Cup qualifiers, as well as a huge amount of league games across European leagues. And there's some 425 referees, players, and other match officials who have been involved, so this is going to be huge. FIFA's has a reputation for being a little bit left of field in terms of corruption, but this could be another huge one. It could really rock the sport, but we'll see what happens. With the Premier League though, that does roll on this week, and first up is Tottenham versus Newcastle. Spurs played quite well to get a win at West Brom last week. It was 1-0, Gareth Bale scored an absolute cracker. Newcastle, on the other hand, beat Chelsea 3-2 at home. New man Momo Sissoko scored 2 goals, including a 90th minute winner, to beat the Blues 3-2, huge win. And now this week they go to Tottenham. Another big test for them. Spurs need to win these kind of games. I think they will. And that should be 2 goals to 1. The next match is Chelsea versus Wigan. Chelsea unlucky again to get beat by Newcastle last week, but it was a good side up in the North East. Frank Lampard scored his 10th goal in 10 consecutive seasons, which is just a fantastic record for the Blues. He is an invaluable player. This is probably his last season at Stamford Bridge, but he's going out in style. We know that they have really struggled. The woeful Wigan remain winless this winter, or at least since the new year. And I think they'll probably get trounced by Chelsea, to be honest. That'll be 3 goals to 1. Our next match is Norwich versus Fulham. Norwich have not tasted victory since December 15, which is a long, long time for the Canaries. They picked up Luigi Onabecchio from Leeds, who's a good striker, and we'll see how he fits into the Premier League. That's their 4th pickup from Alan Road in the last couple of years. Fulham, on the other hand, were very plucky against United last week. They got beaten 1-0, played quite well, hit the post about 3 times. I think they will go to Carrow Road and draw 1-1. Stoke host Reading in our next match, and Reading are in fantastic form at the moment. They've got 4 wins out of their last 6 matches. They've climbed out of the bottom 3 and are looking quite good. Stoke, on the other hand, are struggling at the moment. I think Reading will be too hard to test, and it'll be 2 goals to 1. Sunderland play Arsenal later on. That will be an interesting match. Arsenal play quite well at the moment. They're slowly really pushing toward that top 4. Sunderland on the hand really so I think it'll be a 2-0 win to Arsenal. Swansea play QPR in our next match. Swansea still in Wales. They've carved out a fortress there on the road, not quite as strong. QPR on the other hand, just enjoying. They've had an unbeaten New Year. With Harry Redknapp really setting his foot into the side, playing quite well, but they're still firmly rooted to the bottom of the table. They've had a lot of draws this January, but they'll probably continue that at Swansea, and they'll get a point. That'll be 1-1 and a solid result for them. Southampton play Man City in our next match. City, of course, are without Balotelli, who enjoyed a wonderful start as Milan, scoring 2 goals. And I think they'll probably, they were lucky to draw with Liverpool last week. They did fight back well, but they ended 2-2. They've really missed Yaya Toure, who should return now that his African Cup of Nations duty is done. Although their 2 draws in the last 2 weeks, they've opened up a 9-point lead for Crossgun Rivals United at the top of the table, which is going to be hard. They think they're quite confident to bring it back. We'll soon see. I think they'll go to Southampton on the coast on a 3-1. Aston Villa host West Ham early on Monday morning. Villa are doing better. They should have beat Everton at Goodison Park last week. They had a 3-1 lead until the Toffees pulled that back, and it ended up being 3-all. West Ham, on the other hand, had a good win. Andy Carroll came back and scored his first game since returning from injury, which is good to see for the big man. He's cut the hair, the ponytail is no more, he's just rocking the girly headband, which we like to see in the Premier League. I think West Ham will go to Villa at Villa Park and they'll do 1-1 draw. Man United play Everton later on that morning. An interesting one. United they're doing what they've done the last 6 years to win championships. They're not huge scores, not huge the massive results, but getting wins every week, and that's what they need to do. As we said, they have a 9-point lead at the top of the table, playing just well enough. Rooney's in good form, scoring a lot of goals at the moment. Everton, on the other hand, fought back well, mainly through Fellaini to salvage a 3-3 draw last week, although he could be injured and possibly miss the trip to Old Trafford this week, which I think will be too much for Everton, and that'll be a 2-1 draw. Then our last match of the week sees Liverpool hosting West Bromwich Albion. Liverpool have had 2 draws which they're pretty disappointed with in hindsight, in terms of they had 2-0 leads against both Arsenal and Man City respectively, and they ended up coughing up goals and drew 2-2 in both of them. West Brom, on the other hand, have struggled quite a bit as of recently. A bit of troubles with striker Peter Odemwingie, who went down to QPR on deadline day to try and push the transfer, and that didn't happen, so there's a lot of tension with him. They've still got Lukaku up front, who's a big force. West Brom is $7 to go to Anfield and get a win, which is not entirely off the cards. I don't think it'll happen, but maybe worth a flutter, and I think Liverpool will probably draw there 1-1. And so that's us for another week, and Tottenham Newcastle is on at 12 on Saturday night, which is going to be a big one. There'll be a big crowd in here, and that is followed straight after by Chelsea Wigan, who are more than welcome to come here. We like having Chelsea fans here, and so come and have a look, and we'll catch you next week.